All right. We should be going live any second now.
Okay.
All right, we're live as of 3 seconds ago.
Hi.
However, I do not see any. Oh, there it
Doesn't
goes.
show me that. Oh, there it goes.
Is my voice
Yeah.
coming through?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Are y'all's voices coming through? Just want
Yes.
to double
Yes.
check since this is a new one.
Yes.
Okay. All right, rock
Yes.
on. Hello and welcome back, or actually welcome for the first time, YouTube Live. Trying this out. May go back to Twitch. We don't know yet. But I guess since we're on YouTube, this is the Side Quest Trio podcast. Just one name this time. Yeah. So this week we watched a movie called A Silent Voice, or Koe no Katachi, if you want to be a weeb about it. But yeah,
Please.
first movie. I don't know if this one will last an hour. I don't know if we can. We could try. We'll get all the talking out of it as we can. But I didn't take any notes. I told you I wouldn't. This is the fourth time I've seen this movie, so I don't know if any of y'all took like a brief synopsis, or if y'all want to give anything about it real quick.
Did not take any notes either. I just got done watching it 15 minutes ago, so I didn't take any notes. I was almost going to ask AI to do it for me, but I didn't have time to go through it and pick out what was fake and what was true.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just going off the gun of my hip. Is you got any opening statements?
It being a movie, I did want to like focus and watch it, not the taking notes.
Right,
So
I
it was
agree
just more
because
enjoyable.
I can
Yeah,
give a brief
and-
synopsis then if y'all want, because like I said,
Yeah,
I've
go
seen
ahead,
it
brother.
a million times. So basically, it's about two people, one Shoko and one Shoya. Shoya's a fella, and in elementary school, he was a bully, pretty much. Him and his boys were, they were the king of their classroom, or kings of their classroom, I guess. And one day, a deaf girl named Shoko shows up, and obviously, because she's deaf, she's bullied relentlessly by Shoya and his buddies, and even the girls in class, except for one. Anyway, fast forward to 6 years later, and Shoya is in high school, and he is going to kill himself. But he doesn't, and instead he reconnects with Shoko and tries to, I guess, rebuild their relationship, apologize for how he acted, and try and rebuild his friendships that he lost because of all the
Bullying
things
her.
he did in
Yeah.
elementary school. I don't want to talk about the ending yet because I figured we'd get into it. But let's start with the elementary school, I guess, quote unquote arc. What did y'all think about the elementary school story part side of it?
Very classic animation of the area that they're in. It's kind of like a suburbs type, like close to the country, village, neighborhood. And yeah, you have those kids growing up, and they're a unit. They've probably grown up together their whole life, so they hang out with each other. And I like the artwork in that spot because it's like classroom teacher scenario. You have like the teacher just being honestly like nonchalant with all the students.
teacher
He's like, sit down, sit down. So it's like that solid portrayal of that. That's cool.
Yeah, and I got some. It was really good. Number one, the animation is fantastic. I love the animation style in this. Even what did it come out? 2015?
8 years ago, I think. So 17, maybe.
So 2017. Okay, yeah. So for 2017, I mean, I don't watch. This is actually my first anime movie to watch. I'm pretty sure. So animation is fantastic. I have a deaf girl comes in. She gets bullied because she's different. Why the fuck are they putting her in a music class? Yeah. So whenever I saw that, so my wife Kayla was watching it with me, my wife, and she was like standing there looking at it like this. I was like, why the fuck are they doing this to this girl?
Yeah, dude.
I was like, it's not helping her case at all.
No.
Bree watched it with me, and she was barely paying attention. But when that scene came on, she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "She's
Yeah,
deaf," because Bree wasn't paying attention at all. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And
I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, I mean, that scene though, I feel like, they set it up because I mean the only reason that scene's in there is to give Shoya more ammunition to bully the poor girl, right?
Yeah,
like that's
pretty
the only
much.
reason that's there. And like one thing that always got so this was the movie I've watched it so many times. It's like whenever I'm in the mood to watch something really fucking sad, I watch this movie. So and the scene that always gets me in the elementary school one, or elementary school first third of the movie, I guess, is like when he's constantly ripping out her hearing aids, right, and then accidentally rips her earring out. And then, the mom does it to Shoya's mom. But the part that always got me is when he threw her book in the fountain. Like, that was brutal.
Yeah, the water.
That
was brutal.
The book that she used to communicate with all her people. And then the whole time, especially the sign when she's trying to sign to him, let's be friends. And he has, and he just thinks like, why are you trying to touch me or hold my hand or stuff? Like that. It's a tough, the elementary part is a tough watch.
Yeah, so like the being friends, I guess, is this right here. And so every time that she would do this, she'd be friends, and then he'd be like, "You're trying to hold my hand? What are you?"
Yeah. Like
epic fight scene, I'll say.
Yeah,
also
epic fight scene. And it's really just a really fucking sad start. Because you kind of start feeling for this girl, obviously. And at first you think that, whenever I was watching it, I thought that maybe he was like, there was something going on back home, or there was a reason why, but it ended up not being that. And he was just kind of an ass.
Yeah, his dad's not around. I don't know if they ever really touch on that in the movie.
The sister. Where's she at?
That's a good point.
I saw her once.
Yeah,
I saw her once.
You don't even see her face. I think you just see her legs.
First, we see her boyfriend, husband.
Yeah,
he was being deployed.
Yeah, husband.
And I'm like, all right, where's the sister at? She's still not back. And it's like a fireworks scene that you see her at the end.
The first time I watched this movie, I thought the black dude was his dad, and I was like, this doesn't make sense.
I did too. Whenever he comes, yeah, we'll get to that. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So yeah, dude, sad beginning, sad start. But it obviously is setting up something that is way bigger. I thought it was going to be more like mainly a childhood event story, but the childhood probably takes up 30 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, first
it's in there.
30-ish, 15, 30, 12.
Out of a 2-hour movie.
Yeah,
out of a 2-hour movie, it's not
long.
It's not a big portion of it.
In the end of it, he gets what's coming to him. Like the principal's in the room, and he's about to man up and stand up because they're asking the principal's who has been bullying Shoko, and he's hesitating, raising his hand, and then his teacher just slams the blackboard and is like, "Shoya, stand up." And then all of his friends who have done the same thing, they maybe definitely not as bad as him. Don't get me wrong.
Not as bad. Yeah.
All turn on him immediately.
Dude, fucking.
Yeah. None of them will ride or die, dude. Absolutely.
The atmosphere in that room dropped. Yeah. It's just
yeah, dude. Fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine is everywhere.
But
rats.
Yeah, so after the elementary school arc, they go into high school, and his buddies tell all the people around him hey, he was a bully, don't associate with him. So he has no friends, and
chooses not to as well.
Yeah, he also chose not to, but I think that's why he was like, all right, I'm going to end it all, because as soon as we get to the high school arc, you see him, he's quit his job, he sold all his stuff, he gets all this money to give back to his mother for having to replace Shoko's hearing aids in elementary school, and he has his calendar ripped off at April 15th, which is the day he was going to do it.
In my head, I was like, oh, this guy, he's leaving his hometown, he's selling his stuff off, and he's going to take a big trip.
He was about to jump.
It was definitely going to be a big trip. Yeah, but I thought it was going to be a trip somewhere else.
I thought he was going to run away. Yeah,
try to find her, he found her, but no, definitely that turned.
Yeah, I thought he was going on a long trip. He's going to run away or something, and then he goes to a bridge and he stands up. He's like, I was like, fuck. Short movie.
But
But obviously he doesn't.
Instead of doing that, he goes and finds Shoko, and she's at a. I don't really know if it was a school, but it was like a.
Oh wait, yeah.
It's like a community center or something.
Community
maybe?
club, yeah.
Because like
Something
there's
like
a bunch of old ladies there, and he runs into her, and she's just straight up runs away from him, like immediately. And all he's trying to do is return her book that he threw into the fountain 6 years ago.
Oh.
And anyway, he finally catches up to her. She stops running. He returns her book, and he's like, "Hey, I thought you would want that." And then he signs to her like, "Maybe we can be friends." He's learned sign language during this time because I guess since he has no friends, he's had nothing better to do. And he also.
But how ironic! Like out of the gate, it's like I'm just gonna learn sign.
Yeah, right. During the 6-year time skip, it is not mentioned at all until we see Shoko again for the first time.
And then he's just fucking throwing him up. I'm like, that's a big thing that we missed.
Yeah.
A lot of people end up doing it too, and I was like, what?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I guess there's one character we kind of skipped during the elementary school arc that becomes important. I can't remember her name, but Shoko's one friend in elementary school that the group of kids also bully hard enough into her changing schools as well.
Sahara?
Yes. Yes. So she was a minor character, but she becomes important now that we're post-time skip. And so anyway, they reconnect. And, they have a scene where they go hang out by a bridge and feed the koi, and she tells them, like, hey, I come here on Tuesdays. And then she signs see you later instead of, I guess, obviously with language, there's multiple meanings to each sign. And the way she signed it meant, like, hey, I'm, planning that we will see each other again, like, type of deal.
DF, fellow human.
Yeah, she hit him with one of these motherfuckers right here. She's like, see it.
And so... So the next Tuesday rolls around, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, he goes to the school and runs into a young kid who claims to be Shoko's boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
And is basically turned away because this kid knows exactly who Shoya is. Spoiler alert: it is not Shoko's boyfriend; it is Shoko's younger sister.
I thought it was little brother for a second.
Little brother too.
I thought it was little brother too.
Because when that character first popped on, Bree was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "If I remember correctly, that's Shoko's little sister." And then she said, "Well, it just said that's her boyfriend." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's lying, or she's lying because, she remembers Shoya bullying Shoko, and he doesn't want him to see her." And then later on, it was like she says that she changed her mind and telling Shoya that she is his brother. And I was like, oh, man, I guess it was his brother. I couldn't remember. And then there's another scene where it's like, and she signs to Shoya. It's like, I'm Shoko's little sister. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I thought I knew that.
Yeah, whenever that first happened, whenever he goes to her school, is like looking for her. And then Shoko's little sister comes out and is like, hey, I'm her boyfriend, blah, 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 whatever. They meet, I think, on the bridge is whenever, or like he finds her in a playground sleeping, and he's like, hey, come on back to the house. Did you stay the night here? Come back to the house. He hangs out. They eat dinner together, and then she spends the night at Shoko's place. And then she wakes up and leaves, and then Shoko kind of goes after her and finds her, and then Shoya goes after her and finds her, and then they're going across the bridge, and she was like, oh, by the way, I'm the little sister, and Kayla goes, oh, I thought it was a girl. I'm like, shut up, dude, no you didn't. Using the same mode as I was.
Yeah, so but at some point before that, Shoya makes his like first friend, because there's a guy, can't remember his name either. I'm really bad with names. Anybody got me?
Tomohiro.
He kind of looks like that fucking weirdo from My Hero Academia. I know that doesn't narrow it down, but the one with the purple balls or whatever.
Oh, for hair. Yeah.
He kind of looks like balls. He's got the green afro. And
Yeah.
like Shoya's pulling into school one day, and some dude's trying to steal Tokihiro's bike, and Shoya's like, "Oh, you can take mine." And then obviously the dude just ditches it in a rice field, and anyway, Tokahiro finds it and gives it back to him. But anyway, then they cut to the next like Tuesday, I guess, and Shoya's again trying to, go see Shoko to feed the fish, and they end up all like Tokahiro and Shoko's sister spy on him through Shoko's
The
sister's
camera,
right? And
Yeah.
oh,
you kind of see
zoom
something
in
weird
on them
about
on the
Shoko's
bridge.
sister at this point. Like the motherfucker just takes pictures of dead shit and hangs it up all over their house. There's a reason for it at the ending.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was like a preteen type, like nothing matters.
yeah,
I take
couldn't-
pictures
until
this.
the end, and it's still not really a good reason. I don't think.
No.
It's an awful reason.
I was like, dude, this chick is just fucking weird, man. Why is she? I mean, they're all plastered all over their apartment. Just pictures of dead insects, birds, reptiles, fucking everything.
So, real quick, I got all the characters listed over here. So Shoya Shoko, of course. The little sister is Yuzu. I'm just gonna call her Yuzu. It's a little bit longer than that. And then Tomohiro is the friend, the Afro friend. We're just gonna refer to him as Tomo. I feel like that's pretty.
Tomo
and Yuru.
You're a fucking Tomo.
There you go. You're a fucking whore.
All right. But yeah, so I guess we'll move on. Anyway, Shoya slowly gathers a group of people around him, right? Like it's a couple, it's the two chicks from elementary school, the one that ran away, and then some redheaded dude who I think is probably trying to he's like, I can't remember how he really comes into the fold, but I think he's like supposed to be like the blonde chick from elementary school's boyfriend.
Yeah, her love interest.
Miki is the high school girl with the glasses. That is her boyfriend. Yeah.
But the only reason he really started opening up to those people first, and then through the other people, that's when he got the red hair friend as well.
Yeah, and he basically started going and finding all of these the people from his classroom from elementary school to get them all back together, so Shoko could have more friends, basically. So he was going around finding, Mika or Miki. They were still going to school together. Naoka, I think that's how you say her name. And then what was the other girl's name? Miyoko.
Sahara?
Fuck, I don't remember. No, Miyoko is the other girl, the short-haired girl.
No, that was Sahara.
That ran away.
That was Sahara.
Miki, Naoko, Satoshi.
Oh, well, yeah, Miyoko Sahara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
Sahara.
right. Yeah. So that's where all these people started coming into play. Is he was going back and finding all of the elementary friends to get a group together.
Yeah, basically all the elementary friends plus Tokahiro and the redheaded dude, right?
Yep.
And there's a scene when he's going to get the chick that works at the cat cafe. What's her name?
Naoko.
So,
yeah, Naoko.
There's a scene where Shoya had went to the cafe to try and talk to her, and she hides from him basically, and then he left and is chilling on his bike, and she hops on the back of it, and they start talking oh, hey, we should hang out sometimes or something. And then they see Shoko across the street, and Naoko's like, oh, is that deaf girl? And Shoya's like, hey, Naoko, get off my bike. And then she runs over and takes her hearing aid out, and they starts tossing it to him like they would when they were in elementary school. And Shoya's like, hey, we don't, we ain't about that anymore, and gives it back, and then tells her to leave, and she's like, whatever. So she's in opposition to Shoko the whole time.
Yes, the entire time.
And thinks that they're the same for some reason, even though he states that they're not several times. But I thought it was hilarious whenever he saw her again in high school as they were walking down the sidewalk. She was giving away those
with the cat ears,
coupon pages
and shit. Yeah, coupons.
Yeah. And he's like, whoa. And then his friend saw what he had gotten. He's like, "Oh, do you want to go to this thing?" So they go. And then they hang
Yeah, the
out.
way it was set up, I was thinking like, oh, nice, dude, Cat Girl Maid Cafe. It was just a
That's what
cat
I thought it was
cafe.
too.
It's just like a place where you can go get coffee and hang out with a bunch of fucking cats.
I was like, dude, hell yes, hose with some cattails. And then there was just a bunch of cats, and that was kind of a letdown.
But yeah, so like anyway, all these friends get back together, and one day they go to an amusement park, I guess, and they're all having a great time until Naoko and Shoko decide to go on a Ferris wheel. And yeah, this scene is tough.
Terrible.
Yeah. So Yuzuru gives Shoko her camera, and it's secretly on record. So he's recording Shoko's and what was it? Naoshi? What did you say it was? Naoko? What? There's so many Okos. Naoko. And it's recording their conversation. Basically what the conversation boils down to was Naoko's pissed because she's like, "Hey, you ruin everything. I don't get why you hate me." And then Shoko's like, "I don't hate you. I hate myself."
Mm-hmm.
And so
but then
now their new mission is like, all right, how do we get Shoko to stop hating herself? And it does not go over well because at some point, like, they all like end up getting in a big fight at the bridge where they're feeding the koi, and Shoya's just basically tells off everybody except Shoko, so that everybody just like leaves those two alone, and it's just like Shoko, Shoya, and Yuzuru hanging out like the whole summer break.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, basically just pointing fingers. Everybody's on this bridge, and they're all pointing fingers like, you were the one in elementary school being mean to Shoko. And then Shoya would be like, well, you know what? It wasn't just me. You were also doing it. And then Sahara will be like, well, I didn't do anything, but I was too scared to do anything because I was afraid of y'all. And it basically just amalgamated into this big thing to where Shoya basically just shuts down. He sits down on the bridge, and he just starts telling people off. He just hangs down his head, and he's like, go away. Like, just leave.
Tomohiro, he's like, what do you know? You've been around for, like a week. And then like to Sahara, she's like, whatever, Sahara, you're just gonna get scared and run away again. And then to Naoko, he's just like, I don't even know why you're still around if you hate Shoko this much. And then to the blonde chick with glasses, who's like kind of a bitch and doesn't take
she's kind of a fucking cunt.
Doesn't take any responsibility the whole time. She's like, well, I never did anything. He's like, oh, shut up. You went along just like everybody else.
You were laughing.
Yeah. And
you were laughing with everybody else.
So like they all ditch him. And it's just like then there's a montage of all the things Shoya and Shoko were doing during the summer, like by themselves, and sometimes with Yuzuru.
Mm-hmm.
And oh fuck, we forgot about one of the saddest scenes. So there's a scene where Shoko has decided she wants to start using her voice instead of signing to, like, I guess kind of quote unquote be more normal. Yeah. And she tries to tell Shoya that she loves him, and he thinks she's trying to talk about the moon. That one's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough.
She goes, I love you. And of course, it doesn't come out like that.
He's like, the moon?
He's
like, yeah, it looks pretty or something like
that. She had also just given him a gift, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, what are these? Little dolls, glass-like dolls on
like
sticks.
Little cats or something on sticks.
I was like, maybe he thought it was from like a show or something or a book. I don't know.
It ended up going in planters because his mom has a bunch of plants outside her hair salon / their apartment.
Yeah.
But he had no clue what they were, so he was confused. But anyway, she tries to confess to him, and he has no clue what the hell she's saying.
Right. He runs home.
I think because it doesn't sound like she's saying the moon in the dub, but I think in the sub, the like Japanese she's trying to use either means love or moon. Don't quote me on that because obviously I don't know, but I think that's where that line comes from. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because I was about to say in the dub, she clearly says, I love you. Not clearly, but she says it.
Not clearly
enough.
at all.
Yeah.
Not clearly, but she does say it, and you can understand what she's saying. And he's like, the moon. And I'm like, motherfucker, what? So I guess if the Japanese translation is like similar, I guess that would make sense. But at first I was like,
guess, because like you said, like you can tell, anybody can tell what the hell she's saying.
yeah, unless he was like trying to play it off. But I don't think he was, because obviously he likes her, I'm sure. Or yeah, he does. He likes her. So it's like, I don't understand, because it was semi clear as day.
Right.
Yeah, if you have those feelings already, that would come to you so clearly, if you heard them say that, no matter how they said it. Yeah. But funny, she didn't, get that.
Yeah, I wonder what the translator. I would have to figure that out. But yeah, go ahead.
So because this movie's, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a roller coaster. There's like, it's down at the start. It's way down. There's like a brief up, a very brief up, where all these friends come together, and then as soon as you see that fucking the recorded conversation from the Ferris wheel, dude, it goes down, and you're like, all right, it can't go. Like, now we're in the rebuilding saga. Time to go up. It continues to go down. It just flatlines for a second, and then it goes fucking underground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skyrockets. Yeah, not skyrockets, but plummets.
I did.
Yeah, because
I wondered. Go ahead.
It never really gets happy per se. It's always just kind of like, it's either super sad or okay, or really fucking sad, and then just slightly sad. Like, there's never like a, oh my god, this is fucking, they're all so happy. It's always like a underlying sadness the entire fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, he still has all those X's on people's faces. He only has a couple that he's grown close to.
Oh yeah, I guess we should explain that. So he doesn't look people up in the eyes. So he always looks down at the ground because he doesn't like looking at people in the eyes. And so all the people around him are X's. On every face, it's an X, except whenever he makes a friend or looks somebody in the face, that X disappears. So all of his friends that he hangs out with, they don't have X's on their face, but all the people in the background do. And yeah, that's what that is.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I guess we'll get into the last bit of it. This looks like it's going to be a short one, which is fine. So the next scene after their summer montage of hanging out is they go to a fireworks festival. And during the festival, well, I guess there's one more scene we kind of got to set up during the montage of summer events. And it's Shoya goes to their apartment and helps bake their mother a cake. And their mother fucking hates Shoya for very justifiable reasons.
Hates Shoko, slap the fuck out of him.
Yeah, like Shoko in the past, you don't realize this till later, but once you realize what it means, the sign, you understand why. She was bullied so bad in elementary school that she'd go home and sign to her little sister that she wants to die. Like, she wants to kill herself. And obviously that's why the mother hates Shoya with every fiber of her being. But during, like, I guess he gets a little bit of redemption in her eyes because, he keeps hanging out with Shoko. He's proven that he's, like, trying to be a better person, I guess. And she's still angry that she's at his birthday, but she kind of comes around to accepting it. And then they all end up going to this fireworks festival together. Well, during this fireworks festival, they kind of watch, like, the first round of fireworks are sitting out on the field, the ladies are in their yukatas and shit. And, it's just a Japanese festival like every other one. Go ahead.
I thought it was wild. I was like, fireworks during the day?
Oh,
but then I was like, maybe it's to tell the people to sit down or something, because then they started the real fireworks. Mm-hmm. So mesmerizing, dude. I told Elizabeth, I was like, this is where the animation budget went.
Yeah, right.
Fireworks. You see it clear as day.
So after the first round of fireworks, Yuzuru and their mother get up to go find snacks, and Shoya and Shoko are chilling on the, I guess, blanket he had laid out for them to sit on. And she's like, hey, I got to go back to my apartment. I'm going to go study. He's like, oh, okay. And then Yuzuru and the mother come back, and she's like, "Oh, where'd Shoko go?" And they're like, "Oh, she went to study." And Yuzuru's like, "Hey, I forgot my camera. Do you care going back to the apartment and getting it for me?" And thank God Yuzuru forgot his camera or her camera.
Thankfully, yeah.
Because as soon as Shoya comes into the apartment, he sees the camera, and then he's like, "Oh, I guess I need to check and make sure the battery's charged, or batteries are in it or something." So he starts looking around the apartment, and he sees Shoko climbing onto the balcony, and she's about to jump off. And he's like, "Oh, shit," and starts running, and he runs into the table and chairs and falls down, and he looks back up, and she's on the ledge now, and she's, going over. There's like the way the scene is, it's crazy.
Slow motion.
Yeah.
Slow motion, and then like
Intense.
the wind's blowing, and the curtain flies in front of the frame.
She can't hear him. He's screaming to her.
Yeah, the curtain flies in front of the frame. The curtain falls back down, and she's no longer on the balcony. Well, he's ran out and grabbed her. And as he grabs her, he's like saying like, "Oh, please God, give me one more ounce of strength. I promise I'll start looking people in the eye tomorrow." Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she grabs the ledge. She pulls herself up, and he helps her. And as he's trying to help her pull up, he himself falls over the balcony and lands in the river beneath their apartment.
The swap. Yep.
And you're like, "Oh, okay, he lived in the river. He's probably hurt, but hopefully he's okay," right? Because he's just floating there. And then all of a sudden, blood.
I thought it was concrete at first, not even the river, just art.
Yeah, you don't see the river. He falls into it.
It's nighttime.
It's just dark, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's like a really brief scene where it shows his two friends from elementary school are the ones who fished him out of the river. And Shoya is now in the hospital in a coma. And black-haired chick's name, give it to me again. Naoko, whatever. She visits him every day. And her and Shoko are like in the parking lot, like duking it out. Like, it should have been, she's like, "It should have been you, you freak," like stuff like that, like just beating the shit out of her. And Shoko's just taking it because, like, obviously she feels fucking horrible.
I saw it just, I was like, wait, Shoko had just turned 18, so I was like, I mean, it's a fight. Like, there's no wrong here. They can duke it out if they need to.
It was. This is the one case where Shoko deserved what she got.
It wasn't really a brawl. It was basically Naoka just beating the absolute fuck out of Shoko. Yeah. There was no brawl portion of this. I mean, she was basically just fucking
not a fair fight at all.
No, this is not a fair fight. And plus,
just turned what, 44?
She's deaf and has a broken arm, and this girl's just beating shit out of her.
No.
So
she had it coming. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, and there's a couple other, heartfelt scenes. Like, all his friends come and visit him, and then Shoko goes around and is like, "Hey," she goes and gets the group back together. She's like, "Hey, we gotta, we gotta come back together for Shoya, right?" She shows up to the hospital every day, and Naoko's like, make sure that Shoko does not get in his room, basically. And then, like, there's like a dream sequence where Shoya is like dreaming that he's back in elementary school, right? And he's seeing all the stuff that he did, and like all the other like stuff that, it goes from him being on top of the world to him now he's getting bullied because once Shoko leaves, all the kids turn on him.
Yeah, you got to see his side of the story after that time.
It's like a little dream sequence of all the shit he went through after, getting his comeuppance, basically. Anyway, in true anime fashion, it can't end on a tearjerker. He wakes up, right?
Yep.
And he's in the probably most unsecure, unwatched hospital room I've ever seen in my life, because he rips off
everything, dude. He fucking...
He was in a coma, right? He was in a coma. That means breathing tubes, heart rate monitors, fucking one thing that was not there but would have definitely been there in real life, a catheter, right?
Yeah.
So he rips all this shit off. Obviously, he didn't have a catheter. They did not animate that. In anime world, I guess you don't know that if you're in a coma. He rips off all this shit and is somehow able. He's been in a coma for months at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He is somehow able to walk magically, right? And he runs to this bridge, Need a break?
Yeah, hold on a second.
All right. Well, Izzy, up until this point, what do you think?
Very nice story. Definitely had me crying.
Yeah, dude. It's
a
the
good
first
amount
time I
of the
watched
time.
it. There was no cap. There was some tears, bro. It was a hard watch.
It's a heartfelt movie. Like it's a
Very.
lot of regret and trying to correct those things. Trying to leave no stone unturned, and that was the last thing that saved him, which was wild because
Oh
he was
yeah.
just going to return that notebook.
One thing, he forgot. I forgot to mention, like, while he's like making his plea to God, basically to like, save Shoko. He's like, he makes a realization. He's like, this whole time I've been hanging out with Shoko, I still haven't apologized for how I acted in elementary school.
Yeah.
So anyway, he runs to this bridge, and Shoko also. There's a brief scene where she also like just flies out of bed. Like she must have had a very similar dream, I guess, about the past, and she runs the bridge too. And like, it's kind of no homo, but kind of a cute scene, right? Because like she's shocked to see him at this bridge, right? And she goes up and she just like pokes him in the chest, and then she's like shocked that he's there. Like she thinks she's still in a dream.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
the one place that they go to meet is like anywhere in the world,
Yeah, it's
the
that
bridge where they both gravitate
shit
towards.
was cuter than a motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, no homo. That shit was sweet as fuck.
No
man.
homo. That shit
some
was
of the sweetest shit I've ever seen
that
in
shit
my
was
life.
so tender as fuck, dog.
I was like, finally, some time alone.
Yeah, so they're
he's
at the
back.
bridge, and he apologizes, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're friends." Blah blah blah. Like a heartfelt moment, right? And the next day is the school festival, or maybe a couple days later. I don't know the timeline, but the way it's set up, it seems like it's the next day, right? He gets out of the hospital. He magically knows how to walk again. He has no adverse effects from being in a coma.
None.
And he goes to a school festival, and
Full recovery.
He's nervous about it because, like, he still, even though he made that promise that if he can save Shoko, he's going to look people in the eye. And as soon as he gets to school, he's like, I can't do it.
Nope.
He runs into the bathroom, throws up, and then, like, Tomohiro comes in, is like, they're broing down in the bathroom. Like, they're like, oh, man, dude, fucking glad you're alive. Why didn't you, don't fucking leave me, like that kind of shit, Like a non-gay bro down.
Yeah, he's like, you're my best friend.
Yeah. So anyway, they all come out, and now all of his group of friends that he told off are standing there chilling. And they go around the school festival. There's they're outside walking around, and then all of a sudden he looks up, all the X's fall off, and like the world around him has color again, basically. Like he's ready to move on. And that's pretty much how it ends. Like he's fine, everybody's fine. And the world goes to what the world should have been like for him the whole time, except, the only person keeping Shoya down this whole time was Shoya, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
One scene we forgot. Dang, it just slipped my mind. The grandma scene. That was sad.
Oh yeah, grandma.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Shoko's grandma dies.
In a dream too. You see her.
Yeah, you do.
You see Shoya say it for the first time. I guess the only time. To her sister. That she also like didn't like herself.
Oh yeah.
When she was a kid.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things that we missed or didn't cover. This is where we implore you to go watch the show.
Wait, real quick.
And watch the
yeah. This is where we find out why Yuzuru's a freak and takes pictures of dead stuff, and it's the dumbest reason ever. Her reasoning for this was she thought that if Shoko saw all these pictures of dead things, she wouldn't want to die herself.
It's like dead frogs and beetles and shit like that. And it's like, nah, that's just more fucking gross.
Yeah.
That was like the if there was any gripe, because everything deserves criticism, right? If there was any gripe in my part for this show or this movie, it would be that's the only thing that, in my opinion, is poorly written. I think they should probably just have taken that whole thing out.
Yeah.
They just shouldn't have did that at all.
So I want to go back and I want to read the manga now because the ending's different, and I wonder if Yuzuru's character is any different in the manga. I doubt it. That doesn't seem like a thing they would just decide to make up. You know?
Yeah. No, because that's a pretty big part of like her personality is she always has her camera on her. She's always stopping him, taking pictures of dead shit. And you don't really realize why she's doing it, but that's all throughout the entire fucking movie. And then you come to realize that she hangs them up all over the apartment because she thinks that if Shoko sees it, she will want to kill herself, looking at like dead frogs and shit. Dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
But
definitely an interesting approach to that. Knowing
that's
that
what it said.
she was thinking that, I feel like she could have communicated to her mom. Her mom seemed to be pretty strict, but then laid back after the birthday. But yeah,
Yeah, and
we left out quite a bit, but definitely out of this is up there with Erased so far. Out of all the things we've done, it's a easy recommend to go watch.
Yeah, I think the top three for me and like the best animes with like great story and great character development. Erased, The Silent Voice, and Too Many Losing Heroines are like, I think it's like right there with each other in my opinion. Because I feel like Makion's like another one of those that's just had great character development.
Okay.
So, yeah. Any final thoughts before I tell you all about the manga ending?
Yeah, the black fellow.
Yeah, yeah.
His name is
Maria's
okay, dude.
father.
I'm looking through all the fucking characters, right? And you see like Shoya, Shoko, Yuzuru, Naoka, Miyako, and then there's a black guy named Pedro.
My guess is he's some sort of like South American, like Dominican Republic type guy. Because Maria being her name, I was like, there has to be some sort of Hispanic tie to that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely caught me off guard though. I did think it was his sister for a while. I was like, maybe she remarried, or I don't know what the situation was there. So I was like, maybe that's his sister when he went to go pick her up first. That was his niece.
Yeah, because like whenever she's like, "Oh, that's my sister," or that's when Shoya said, "Oh, that's my sister," I was like, "Huh, that's weird." And then whenever he peeks his head around the corner in the bar or in the salon, I was like, "Oh shit, is that his fucking stepdaddy or something? Is his mom?" No, that was not the case.
Right.
He's Brazilian.
That makes sense.
Pedro's a fairly tall Brazilian man with a physical or a muscular physique.
Okay.
There you go.
Case closed.
Well, that's why his name is Pedro.
Pedro.
All right, you go ahead, Travis.
So yeah, y'all. Anything else? Anything we missed? This was a very chopped up version of events. The way we describe it, stuff did not happen in this particular order, but
no, it did not. And this is where we implore you to go watch it. Yeah, go watch it.
It's a very emotional movie. Learning how to understand your emotions and kind of do things with them and around them. The consequences of certain actions. Very moral story.
Yeah, I agree. Great. Go watch it. Sad. A lot of sad shit. It's a happy sad at the end, but sad shit all around nonetheless. Go watch it. Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, how the fuck does this manga go?
So I obviously didn't read the whole thing. I read the last chapter just to see if it was different. And the way it ends, it's kind of a similar sentiment, right? Where, you know, the world around him is finally opening up. He's changing the way he was. But anyway, the actual final panel of the manga is him and Shoko are holding hands and they're going into their elementary school's like class reunion, which I guess is a thing over there.
Okay.
Which I thought I was like, oh, that's a cool ending. Like, you know, similar sentiment. Like, you know, he's changed his ways, he's redeemed himself. But I like. I mean, I think I don't think that would have been a good way to end it this time. I think
Well, I
the
mean, he
anime
still
ending
talks
is
to the
like a little
majority of
better.
his friends.
Do what?
He still talks to the majority of his elementary school friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the beginning of his high school arc, he didn't talk to any of them.
Yeah, but at the end of his high school
at the
At
end.
the end of it, he talked to everybody except his 2 boys.
And one of them,
fucking Bullet Man
that situation that she put him in, put both of them in. She played that, orchestrated that. Naoko.
Yes, she did.
Oh, yeah.
That.
And then Kazuki and fucking Mullet Boy, Hirose. That kid had a sweet cut.
Yeah, he did, dude.
Yeah.
He's built like me, but with a mullet.
Yeah, you with her. And fucking dude, so Tomo, pro friend, in the bathroom scene whenever he's coming up after fucking, he's like, after he gets out of the coma, he's like, having a no gay bro moment. He has a fucking, at first I was like, dude, my boy is fucking a Hitler. He's got the fucking stash. He's got a stash on him, dude. And I was like, dude, my boy's Hitler. What the fuck, dude? And he's like, this is my lucky stash. I was like,
yeah, he grew it until he woke up from his coma.
Yeah, rough.
All right.
He's like, I'm gonna manifest a mustache.
So
yeah.
Next week we're doing Cyberpunk, right? I remember that's what we spun.
Yeah, that is what we spun.
All right, so next week we're doing Cyberpunk, and I don't know if y'all remember, but last week I told y'all to come up with your definitive top 10 list.
Oh fuck, I forgot.
Oh, y'all didn't do it?
I did not.
No.
All right, we'll save that for next week. Next week will be our definitive top 10 list in Cyberpunk.
All right, beautiful. Okay.
Well, YouTube audience and anybody else who watches this after we upload it, thanks for watching. And once again, if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments, and we'll do those first. Peace.